Hi y'all, welcome to Uniquely Vintage You. Friends, my name is Michelle and my sister Cheryl and we welcome you to our channel. You know, if you were with me last week, I went on a thrift haul to the Goodwill bins, and so I thought it'd be fun to just go thrifting again today. I'm looking for just all kinds of fun things. I'm so excited that you guys were excited about the curated vintage boxes that I'm going to put together. So I'm on the hunt trying to find some amazing things for y'all. But I'm also going to share with you some amazing finds that I found on Facebook Marketplace. You won't believe what I scored. So I hope you'll stay tuned, go thrift with me, and come back and see what I found. Friends, are you ready? Let's go see what we can find. Friends, I think my favorite aisle is, of course, the dishes. I always go there first. But you know, don't miss the other places in the store. You never know what can be hiding in some of these bins, or especially the items that are bagged up. So I always love to just check out all the things that they find that they have like this. And this store has them everywhere on almost every aisle. But don't be afraid to get in there and dig just to see what you can find. I also love to look at the baskets, and so that's what's kind of down this first aisle. There were some wood hangers. I did look at those, but there wasn't a lot that were super old, so I passed on that. And then I couldn't figure out what this is. If any of you guys know, please let me know, because I was kind of at a loss. It was wood. I thought it was super cute. And then I found these drawers, and as much as I liked them, I have a lot of old wood boxes that I have in my dad's shop. And so I thought to myself, this is something I know I don't need because I just don't have the space for it. So I did leave that behind. But I do think those would be super cute styled in your home. I found this log cabin. I thought that was really cute. And you know, it's just fun to just check out what the store has, because you never know what's going to be lurking around. Another thing you can look for are ice skates. These are perfect for Christmas. Now I have some old ones, but if I didn't, I would have grabbed these because these are so cute displayed for Christmas. So be sure to look at the sporting goods section for things like that. And then of course, I always look at the lamps. I thought these were very unusual. And then I spotted this one right here, this brass looking one. I thought it was kind of cool, but you know, I don't need a lamp. So I passed on that. And the book section is always so packed at this store. It's so hard to really find anything. I did spot this one book, and yes, it did come home with me. I thought this was really pretty. After looking at the Christmas, I did see this really cool little butt face holder. It was brass and I thought it was really pretty, and it was marked. It was kind of heavy weighted, and I just thought that was really sweet. And then, of course, I always try to look down each aisle, and I always look at the linens. I don't think I show y'all that very often, but I do check out the linens. Sometimes you can find some really amazing things over there, but today, sadly, I did not. But I did find a lot of really neat things in this store that I can't wait to share with you in just a little bit. Also, I always look at the frames and look at this amazing needlepoint picture. Somebody had actually stitched this. It was so pretty. It was $30, and again, this isn't half price day at the store. And I just thought it was so pretty. And now I don't need this because I have so many other things in my home, but I did think that was really pretty. And then I thought this chair was amazing. And I do have a collection of quite a few old, small kids chairs that sadly they're stored in my dad's shop, and so I passed on that one as well. And I just always like looking at the furniture. I just like to see kind of what the prices are. And then I spotted this really neat old rocker. Now this needed some love, but this is old, and I just thought it'd be so pretty if it was stripped or painted. But again, I don't have room for this, so I left it behind. Let's go to the second place, see what we can find. It is busy here today in one cart. Friends, I didn't get a lot of footage in Goodwill because it was so packed, but I did see this gorgeous milk glass bowl. I don't know. I wish I'd have got that. That was so pretty. It was so heavy, but I did pass on it because I'd bought so much at the other store, but I did really like that. Again, I'm always looking for seasonal decor as well. That pumpkin was super cute. I thought these little containers were cute as well. I don't know. I don't know. Goodwill is not my favorite place to go. I mean, sometimes you can find some good things, but I just think there's other places that have so much better deals. Anyway, I thought this was a really pretty design. It was a pretty picture, but I did leave that behind. And I don't know, when I was in here, it's so funny. There's so many resellers right now. There was people everywhere with their phones taking pictures, trying to see if things were worth anything. And then I spotted this bird. I thought it was so pretty, and I had it to put in my basket, and then I noticed it was broken. So for $3 or $4, I left that behind too. I really didn't see too much at this store. I did get just a couple of things which I will share with you in my haul, but overall I found the most things at the first thrift store I went to, and then on Facebook Marketplace. So friends, let me just tell you, if you're not looking at Facebook Marketplace, get out your phones and look. I know it's a bit addicting because you're always wanting to see what kind of fun things that they're posting, but sometimes you can find the most amazing deals. And that's exactly what I found on my trip. So I will show you that toward the end of the video. But first, let me show you my haul. Okay friends, now let me share with you my haul. Now the first thing I got was this milk glass looking container dish. I love using these, and I got this one for $2.98, and I don't know about you, but it's summertime. It's the perfect time to have this because summer means lots of zucchini, and I love making zucchini bread. And so since I broke my other one, I thought I needed another one. So I was so glad that I found that. The next thing I found were these really pretty platters. And no, these aren't ironstone, but these still make such a beautiful addition to your display in your home. And so I grabbed these. They were only $1.09 each. And there were two. And yes, friends, there are lots of imperfections, but to me, that just gives them that much more character, and it doesn't bother me one bit. The next thing I want to share with you is this other platter that I found while looking at the Goodwill. And this next one, I do believe actually is ironstone. I think it's so pretty. I love the design, and I thought this was just a great buy. So the next thing I found at Goodwill was this gorgeous dish. Is this not beautiful? I thought it was so pretty. And I didn't recognize this stamp on the bottom, so if anybody knows anything about this, please let me know. But I think it is absolutely beautiful, and I'm excited to add this to my collection. The next thing I found was this beautiful Craze stained dish that is marked Japan on the back, and I just thought it was so pretty. It was only $1, and so I grabbed it too because I thought it was absolutely beautiful. Something about staining and crazing is so pretty, and yes, it does have some chips. It's not perfect, but that really doesn't bother me at all. Now, I also found this stack of brown transferware. Look at these gorgeous plates. And what was so funny is when I was down, of course, my favorite aisle, I always go to the dish aisle first. There was a lady that had these in her hand, and I was like gasping, thinking, please put this down so I can grab them. And you know what? She did. She put them down and walked away. So I slowly swooped in and grabbed them. But I just think these are so pretty, and I love anything that is transferware. So of course I was so thrilled to get these, and they were all, each one of them was marked $1.09. I know this is kind of, you can't really tell, but they were $1.09 each, and I thought that was an amazing price, so I scooped those up too. So now let me share with you the sweetest little dish. Look at this precious little bluebird on this little creamer. It was $1.49, and it is so pretty. And again, it's stained. It has a lot of crazing, and I thought it was absolutely beautiful. And so I grabbed this creamer. I love it, and I think it is going to be beautiful. And this is probably something that will end up in a curated box, and so I'm excited to kind of put things together for y'all. But I love that. Now, I did find some glass jars, and look at this container. This was, I already washed most of this. When I come home, I tend to do that. I just want to wash everything before I bring it in. So I did wash this, and it was marked $3.98, so I got that. I thought that was a good deal. Then I found this really cute little jar, and this was from the Goodwill as well, and it had just one of those canning lids on it, which I didn't think was that great. And so I actually had a lid that I think might work. So I'm going to show you that in just a second. And then I also found this really pretty Atlas ball jar. Is that our jar? Is this not so pretty? I love this. And of course, I think this was marked $3.98 as well. And oh, $4.98, but I thought that was still a good deal, so I grabbed that too. But let me show you the lid. Now, I found this a long time ago, and I collect these when I see them. I grab them, but this one was marked a quarter, and then it was marked down to 15 cents, and so I grabbed this, and this is going to work perfect on my jar. So let me show you a few other things I found. I found this really pretty mug, and of course I turned it over. It's Hearth and Hand. I thought it was so pretty. And yes, it's a Christmas mug, but I thought it was so pretty. And yes, I think it is actually cracked. But I didn't see that in the store. So it was only 99 cents, so I didn't spend much, but I thought it was really pretty. So I wish I'd have seen that crack. I probably wouldn't have got it, but it's okay. Then I found, of course, this rolling pin, and I'm going to wash it and bleach it really well, but it will mainly probably be for display. And then look at this sweet little creamer I found. I love this too. And this was it was $2.99. So I couldn't pass that up. Y'all know I am a sucker for any kind of creamer. And now look at this next one I found. I found this one at my favorite thrift store. Look at this, P&S, and I just thought that was so pretty. It has kind of that red and blue stripe, and it was only 99 cents. So yes, please, I want you to come home and live with me. And I did find a couple of more pieces of the silverware that I missed the last time I was there to add to my collection from last week. So I grabbed those two, and then I found a tomato spoon. I thought this was so pretty, and I've heard different people talk about these. I personally have never seen one before, so I had to look it up to see what it was. But when I saw this, I knew exactly that that's what this was. So I grabbed it, and it was 99 cents, so I thought that was a great deal too. Now, this was something I found when I was at the Goodwill, and it was only $2. I thought that was a great deal. Now, I do think it's had a handle at one time that's broken off, but it is such a nice size basket. I think it is so pretty and can be used for so many different things. So I thought that I really got a score with that basket. Now let me show you some of the pewter and brass stuff that I found. I did find Abraham Lincoln. Isn't he wonderful? Such a perfect thing to add for my patriotic summer decor. So I'm going to clean him up because he's pretty dirty, but he was only $1.98. Abe, I'm glad you're going to be displayed in my home now. And then look at this really pretty pewter salt shaker. I wish there had been two, but I could only find one. But I thought it was really pretty. It is marked pewter on the bottom. And so I don't know, I just couldn't pass that up. And then y'all saw this really pretty brass little single vase. It's heavy. I just think it's so pretty. So I grabbed that, and again, that was 99 cents too. It's really pretty. I think that will just be so pretty mixed in with your decor. And then I found this really cute little brass little pitcher or creamer, I guess. I think it looked like it probably had a lid at some time or at some point, because there is like a little latch and there's nothing I can see that it would latch to. So I'm assuming that there was something else attached. But that's beside the point. I still think it's so pretty, and I can't wait to use this in my fall decor. And it was $3.98. So I think that was a great score as well. And then the last thing I'm going to show you is this really cool little deer head, and this I found at Goodwill. Isn't that so cute? I can't wait to pull that out for my winter and Christmas decor. I just fell in love with that, and I think it was what, $2.99 at the Goodwill. The last thing I'm going to show you really, or one of the next to last things, is this bowl. Now this is like an Anthropology dupe and so cool, but it's really not my style per se. But I do think it is really pretty, and I think this is going to look gorgeous in my sister's home. So I grabbed it for my sister Cheryl. She wasn't with me that day, so I thought that would be pretty styled in her home. And then yes, I did grab this book that I showed you guys earlier. And what I think is so fun about this book is what it says on the inside. This book is the property of the state of Oklahoma. It is loaned to you through the courtesy of Governor William H. Murray. So I did a little investigating, and I found out that William Murray was the governor of Oklahoma from 1931 through 1935. So I thought that was fun, and since I live in Oklahoma, I could not pass this up, and this book is copyrighted 1933. Okay, I cannot wait to share with you the score of the century, because I found this on Facebook Marketplace. Look at this amazing chest that I found on Facebook. When I saw it, I just couldn't actually put the size into proportion because it wasn't listed. All I knew is I had to tell her I wanted it, and I wanted it right then. It is huge, it's beautiful, it's primitive. Look at this thing. Now it does have some damage kind of on the, I'm going to show you on the ends, and it does look like it has just a few rough places. But friends, she had this marked for only $5. $5. And so it was pretty far for me, but I picked it up on a Sunday. We drove really far out there to get it, and when we got there, she said, well, I've got a few other things in the barn if you'd like to look at it. And there was this amazing picture in this gorgeous frame sitting in her barn, and it was kind of apart, and she said, oh, it's come apart. And I asked her, I go, well, how much do you want for this? And she was like, $5. And I was like, $5? Okay, yes please, I will take this too. So this was $5 as well. This is an oil painting. It is gorgeous. I mean, look at this. This is going to be perfect for my fall decor. Oh, it is beautiful. It is signed. I tried to look it up. I couldn't really find anything on him, but I just think this picture is beautiful. The frame is beautiful. It's huge. I don't know. I've been scoring some amazing frames lately, and I'm just so excited. And so when I was looking in her barn, I found this frame. I thought this looked old and kind of interesting. And so she actually charged me $5 for this one too. And I gladly paid her for this one. I mean, I felt like I owed her so much more because of the other things that I got from her. And then I also got this one as well for $5. But friends, wasn't this an amazing score? So always look at Facebook Marketplace, because you never know what treasures that you'll find. I wish that I had time to kind of style some of these things for you, but I promise that I will share with you how I style them on my next video. I'm going to do a home tour and I'm excited to share that with you guys. But if you have any ideas where you think this trunk would look good in my home, please leave me a message below. But friends, before we go, I just want to leave you with this beautiful Bible verse. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Matthew 5:8. Friends, would you like the capacity to perceive God's protection and provision in every area of your life, in your work, your trials, your relationships? Then God says to pursue a pure heart. Pursue purity. Friends, I hope that will bless you. And friends, I just want to say thank you so much for being here. We appreciate each and every one of you. And friends, we look forward to seeing the next one. Bye, y'all.